Hi YouTube world, welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year. It is the first, I can't believe we survived 2021. At least that's what I feel, a deep sense of relief, but I have lots and lots of mixed feelings. It was a tough year for me, and so I thought, you know what would make me feel better? Putting on some fun makeup. Maybe even exploring makeup. I haven't really even given a real chance, or I've forgotten what I feel about it or how I feel. I really want this year to be the year that I rediscover the makeup I already have and move away from that new, shiny, bright thing that everyone's talking about when I have a lot already in my collection. I don't really have to go very far to get that shiny thing to like plop on my eyeballs. So if that interests you and you want to explore some makeup maybe I haven't really talked about on my channel, keep watching. And if this is your first time, welcome. This is going to be a chatty. Get ready with me. And without further ado, let's get started. All right, so I only have my skincare on right now, and I'm using, just for reference, my Drunk Elephant C-Firma serum, and I am also using the Clarins Beauty Flash Balm. This is no surprise. These are two products I use all the time. This was in my project pan all of last year, which I will film sort of a wrap-up of how I did because I kind of stopped halfway through the year because my dad got sick. So I got derailed and everything, but I have been trying to make my way through it. And on my lips, I have a wonderful little lip product, and I don't think I've talked about it. I don't even know why I picked this up. This is from Sigma. It's the Moisturizing Lip Balm with hyaluronic acid, vitamin E, and jojoba oil. This one here. It's really nourishing. Like, it feels very, very healing. Super comfortable and easy to reapply, and it just makes my lips feel nice. And right now my lips are pretty red and tender because I was doing a lot of lip swatching last night, because that's how I spent my December 31st. I thought I'd try a new primer, the Liquid Silk Canvas. I've heard a lot of nice things about this, and so I thought I would try it. I find Tatcha products smell really nice. They do have a scent, but they actually smell nice. Oh, I totally get it. Okay. So I was never the biggest fan of the Silk Canvas, the original, which I know like people really find it popular and wonderful and whatever. It was never for me. I don't know why. And this one feels like that, but it was easier to apply. I just think it feels very heavy. I want to love like Tatcha as a brand, but I don't really love a lot of their skincare, which I guess is like their main products. I wanted to revisit this thing here. This is from Jane Iredale. It is the Glow Time Full Coverage Mineral BB Cream, and I have the shade, it says BB4, so it's pretty thick. It's just not runny at all. I'm using an It Cosmetics brush. So how was everyone's new year? Did anyone do anything fun? I feel like there's some people that are, you know, their life feels very uninterrupted, and others we're back to a very interrupted life. And I don't feel like that unified sense of we're all on the same page. Does anyone feel that way? I mean, I don't even feel that way about my friends and family, which is tough. Tough way to start the year when you're all kind of psychologically in different places, but I guess it is what it is. I read something yesterday that I really want to focus on this year, and it's by a famous, I want to say German engineer, industrial engineer, and his quote is less but better. And I really latched onto that. I like that idea, that concept. Less but better. And I know that a lot of psychologists have expanded upon it and mentioned, you know, how they apply it, but I just really like it. I like short mantras. I feel like they're easier to follow. I like short and simple because when I'm stuck in a moment, like if I'm, for example, going through my makeup and I'm starting to feel negative feelings and kind of get lost about why I'm doing this or what my end goal is, I can just go to these 3 words, less but better, and it kind of snaps me out of it. You know, a la Cher and Moonstruck, snap out of it. That's what it feels like. So less but better. So that's how I'm approaching things. Something about last year and having to clear out my mom's house, which we're still in the process of, and clear out my dad's stuff after he passed away, and really just looking at how much stuff was still in my childhood home, even that I had left. I was a little embarrassed that I had left this at my parents' home. You know, I had used their home as a storage facility. Something about going through that process and really helping my mom too, who had acquired things from her grandmother, her mother, her father, from both my sister and I. She's just really burdened by it all. It was overwhelming. So we are almost at a place where we have it down to a manageable something because she's moving to a new home and we want that home to be light and airy and really for it to be filled with her and her interests and her loves. Like she deserves this in her life. So we want to support that. And yeah, so it inspired me because after spending months and months in Miami helping her with that, I came back to my house, clutter ridden home in New York, and I was like, what is all this crap? I was floored. And so I decluttered so much. It's crazy. I will embarrass myself, and I'm gonna insert a picture here of my foyer. So this is the entrance of my home before and then after, just so you get an idea of how bad it had gotten. It was just chaos. It was chaos, and I couldn't even think in the space. So I am happily continuing that journey. I've felt so light and unencumbered this last like week and a half since I really kind of completed a lot of the main spaces in my home. Anywho, I digress. I told you this. I warned you this was going to be a chatty. Get ready with me. So I just put that on. It looks really pretty, actually. Why haven't I been using this? I'm so confused. And look how much product I have left. And it definitely has a glow to it. Right now, I am putting on some of this liquid highlighter. This is from Saie Beauty. I haven't tried it yet. Not really. Their Glowy Super Gel, I think, in Starglow. This was in a Sephora kit. This is very nice. I'm gonna put on a little bit of concealer. I don't think I really need it, but I have so many concealers and I don't know why. So I'm going to try to be better about applying concealer. I have these I have this darkness on my face here. I've had it forever. Like you could see my veins if you got really close to me. It's always bothered me. I feel very self-conscious about it. This is the Avocado Bendy concealer from First Aid Beauty. I just applied 2, which I'm hoping is a better match. Oh, that's nice and brightening. Yeah, that's pretty. It meshed well with the BB cream, so pretty nice. I don't know what I think about the Fenty Cheeks Out. This is the bronzer in Butta Biscuit number 2. This one here. I think I liked it, but truly, I don't remember. This color seems pretty nice though, at least for the tone that my skin is right now, which I'm pretty fair. This is my winter look. Very Snow White. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. No. You know what we're gonna see later on tonight? I'm so excited. We're gonna see Encanto, the Disney movie. I'm very excited because my sister saw it and she said that it represents Colombians very accurately. That from the food to the music to just the saying, everything, I'm very excited to see that because that would be a first. I can't tell you how many movies have represented my people in either a really, really shitty light, pardon my French, but it's true, or just like generic Latin. And if I know anything about Latin people, we're so proud of our specific countries and cultures, and they are different. They're different. When I go to Argentina, it's different than going to Chile, than going to Ecuador. Just different. It's different. And to just kind of group us all together, it's not nice. It's not nice at all. We don't like it. So I'm very excited that there's a movie about my people and that it's a cartoon because I love Disney cartoons. But I will let you know how it is. And I actually have the Encanto Alamar Cosmetics eyeshadow palette and blush and even the brushes I got because I just thought it was such a pretty release. So I will be doing a look with that later and talking about the movie and stuff. We'll do an all Alamar Cosmetics, which is a Cuban-American brand, but that's okay because Cubans are my people too, because growing up in Miami, it's like you're Cuban by extension. I feel like I've put on a lot of that bronzer and I don't look like overly bronzy. Another thing I don't think, I mean, I coveted so long is this blush from NARS. This is in the color Sin. It's this kind of like sheeny, plummy color. I wanted this for so long and then I got it and then I don't remember using it. I'm so confused with myself. I'm going to be shopping my stash like a maniac this year. Oh, yes. You know, I knew I was going to like this blush. I just knew it. I knew it. Do you see how pretty this is? I don't think all NARS blushes are created equal, but when they do have this like little sheen in them and over that highlight, it's really nice because it's now all blended into my skin. And this is the first powder I put on, which is nice. Oh, I like that blush. Sometimes the most unusual blushes or blushes that look like they would be super dark are actually quite nice and buildable. And that is the case for this blush. By the way, I really like this brush set I purchased a while ago, and I don't think I ever talked about it. This is from Sigma, and this is the Soft Blend 60, but they had a set, I'll try to find it and link it down below. They had a set where the entire set is this type of shape, but in different sizes. And I don't know what it is about this shape, but it's so soft, and I like that you can make it really precise and then you can just kind of really work it into the skin and buff it. I don't know, I really like this shape. I like it for the eyeshadows. They have highlight ones, like this one here is a highlight one. Just really nice. I really impressed. That's the same time I purchased the lip balm. I am going to powder my face, which is not something I normally do, which is why I've had this Hourglass Veil Mini powder in my project pan forever, and it doesn't feel like it ever gets any less. I mean, it's a nice powder in that I never feel it on my skin, but I also feel like maybe I'm not using enough. The ColourPop Freckle Pen, should I try this? In soft brown. I'm going to put freckles on my face. So I think I see people do it like that and then just pat out their skin. I feel so silly using this product because I mean, I can't tell you how much money I've spent on getting rid of my melasma, which is essentially huge brown freckles, and I am voluntarily adding freckles to my face, but oh, that's not bad. Now I'm kind of like making them more pinpointed. I feel like with this makeup look, I'm going back in time. That was my goal. Like I wanted to do like 1980s because of the palette I'm gonna use. I'm gonna be using the Lethal Cosmetics Berlin 1989, which I've had. It's my first Lethal Cosmetics palette, and I totally was so smitten with the concept, but I haven't really played with it. Next up for my eyebrows, I don't remember using this, but I have it. It's the Essence Baby Got Brow Waterproof Eyebrow Pencil in the shade 20 Brunette. It's this one here. It's kind of chunky. So I have used it. I just don't recall whether I liked it or not, or if it was too red. So I just wanted to use it to see. Huh. This is not very pigmented. Color is like a little bit light, and I don't know if this product is very long wearing. So I will leave it on and watch it just to see if it's long wearing, but ultimately it's not the right color for me. That much I know. It's just a little too kind of auburny for me, like the way it's pulling on my skin. Next up, I'm going to use the Sigma Eyeshadow Base Primer in the shade Ignite. It comes in like this sort of tube, and I heard lots of good things about it. Again, I purchased this with those brushes and with the lip gloss because I wanted the purchase to be successful. Unfortunately, the part I was most excited about, which was the Quarter Rosa palette, was so disappointing. I just thought the shimmers were very ho-hum. The mattes required a lot to build. I don't know what I was thinking. I thought it was going to be kind of like Anastasia Beverly Hills formula, but it was nothing like that at all. So that is a nice primer. Oh, by the way, do you see how cute my nails are? My nails during all my decluttering suffered a lot of like peeling and chipping and cracking, so I've been keeping them very short. And another way to protect them is to use nail stickers, and I find that my nails grow a lot. So these are the holiday ones. This is Santa winking. So cute, right? And these are from Dashing Diva. So now I think we're finally ready for the eyeshadow palette. This is it. Lethal Cosmetics Berlin 1989. I have heard so many things, good things about Lethal Cosmetics, and so I really was excited to try this. And the color story seemed completely cuckoo and kind of up my alley. Very exciting. I will insert swatches of this palette. I think I have swatches in Daylight. I will say after having swatched it, I became a little less interested in using it. Some of the shadows were very, very chalky, like this orange. It feels like sandpaper. But I want to wear it. I want to give it a shot. And let's do a very like 1980s inspired. So I'm gonna go and start with Prefab, which is this kind of gray color. And again, like just because you swatch something does not make it bad. Like if it doesn't swatch well, it does not mean it doesn't perform well. That's why I want to set aside my initial opinions. I did do a quick eye look that day that I used the shadows, and I'll insert a photograph right here. You gotta find it? Okay. So I can tell you this gray is beautiful. Yeah, I think I was in the 6th grade in 1989. And I remember the Berlin Wall coming down. It was a very, very exciting event. It just felt like a very world unifying event. So I was so happy to see this tribute. Now, I gotta say, this gray, c'est très bon. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. What I like about it is it's a gray that has like a taupe in it. Like a bit of a taupe in it. So it's pretty wearable. Like it's not just gray. It's not a blue-based gray. It has more taupe in it. But I like that. This is the shade Zone. And I want to make this a very dreamy look. Kind of a blue, darkest, and then fades into that gray. So I want to put the vibrancy right up along the lash line. Yeah, that's what I wanted. I like it. I like it. It's pretty. Oh, you know what? I'm going to wear gold in my inner corner, which I know doesn't go with gray necessarily, but I'm wearing gold in my earrings and I kind of just want to play with this gold. So there's this gold reunion. Ooh. I like that. I'm going to take this mustard color and run it underneath my eyes. This is called Republic. I love mustardy shades. Yes, I like it. I wasn't thinking I was gonna go this route, but I'm happy I did. Oh, that is interesting. I'm gonna use this Melt Cosmetics eye pencil in Columbia. And here is exactly my point about Columbia. Melt Cosmetics, I believe, was trying to write the country Columbia, and they spelled it with a U, which is wrong. That would be Columbia, the university, Columbia, the city, but pretty sure they made this coffee color to be representative of the country Columbia, and they screwed up. I have to fact check that, but I had heard a lot of good things about Melt Cosmetics eyeliners, so we're gonna give it a shot. I'm just putting it in. Oh, I like that. Okay. So I'm just putting on a little bit of eyeliner on just the outer corner of my eye on top, and I'm going to blend it with East and West, this black. I don't know how pigmented this black is. I like that. I'm gonna do that to my other eyeball and I'm gonna be right back. Okay, I did that other eye. I really like this eye look. I'm gonna push it a little bit more because there is another color here called Transit. It's kind of this sparkly shade. Oh yes, such a cool shade. It's kind of this duochrome with some pink and lavender. Oh, I like that. That is cool. I feel like a cool girl. This palette makes one feel like a cool girl. So go Lethal Cosmetics. I used the Big Ego from Tarte. I had this little mini and I couldn't remember if I liked it or not. The last thing, of course, is lips, my favorite. I picked up this little kit from Tarte. It has these 3 lippies in the shade Salt Life. I guess that's a very popular shade of theirs in their Sea Splash lipsticks. I love those lipsticks. I only have one shade, but they're the ones that come in this little bullet here. I have the shade Set Sail, which I really, really like. Just think the formula is really beautiful and the component is stunning. I love this ocean kind of aqua vibe that reminds me of the Caribbean. So I had wanted to try all 3 of these products and I loved that it came in a mini. I want to swatch them all for you because I discovered that even though the shade is Salt Life for all of the formulas, they yield very different colors. First up is this one here. I think this is called like the Quench formula, and that's the shade here. This formula feels like a really beautiful, nourishing gloss, like gloss balm. It's not too thick, and I like the color. It's a pretty pink. It also has like a minty kind of quality to it. So that's this one here. So it has a lot of transparency, and I think it's like super easy to wear. And it does have that soft kind of mint feel to it. Very similar to their lip lingeries, or is that what they're called? The next one up is this H2o gloss in Salt Life. It has this pretty large doe foot. And this one is much mauvier. It has a soft vanilla scent to it, but it is very thick. Like, it feels like I am pulling honey, molasses across my lips, and it feels very thick on the lips. It's a really pretty color, but I do not like this formula. It feels so heavy, like you are wearing a heavy lip gloss, and this is this color here. So you see, these colors seem very different even with the transparency. This one has much more of a pinkish tone to it, and this one has a deeper kind of little hint of lilac in it. I love the color. But I really don't like this formula. It's so gloopy. Let's see if you could see. It's already like gathering in the corners of my mouth. I will say it looks very luscious and plumping, but as I talk, I can just feel my lips getting stuck together, and it's just not, it's not a lip gloss vibe for me, but it's a beautiful color. Last but not least is the H2o Balm. It's this one here. It comes in very similar to those lippy lingeries that they used to have. I don't know if they still have them. It's this type of like crayon component, which I really like because it makes application super easy. And this one is very balm-like. And I feel like the color is richer. So that's this color here. This color is pretty rich. It has some more of that mauve in it that gloss did. I'll swatch it just next door. So now you can really see what I was talking about. Like, this is definitely like almost pink, has some coral in it. This has more pink leaning in the lavender, and this one has much more lavender in it. Of all the formulations, I think I prefer these two the best, the first and the last. This one has a little bit of that mint component, but not overwhelming, and it's a beautiful lipstick. It's sort of like just a satin lipstick, and I like it. Even though it says it's a balm, I think it's more of a lipstick, and I just think it's really beautiful, and I love it with this eye look. I think this is a really nice combination. But that's those here. So I hope you enjoyed that. I enjoyed filming that. I enjoyed playing with these products, and I feel so much better about having these products in my life and understanding them, especially the palette. I was truthfully a little bummed out about it when I swatched it, and I was like, oh, this isn't gonna work for me, but damn, do I really love this eye look. I love this eye look. So yeah, I'm very excited about that. I will let you know how all of this wears in my comments below, along with listing all the products I used. And I hope everyone kicks off their new year appreciating what you have and where you can go with it. Let's all do that together. Okay, I'm sending everyone lots and lots of love, and I will see you all soon. Take care, everyone. Bye.